Hello, my beautiful fellow human light beings. This is Mahadeva, the Thunder Wizard, and you are at the Thunder Wizard YouTube channel. And today we are going to do another live guided interdimensional meditation to manifest the Solar Flash Ascension event. So this is going to continue to become a regular thing, and I'm very excited about it. I don't look it perhaps at the moment, but that's because I'm feeling a lot of interdimensional energy, which puts me into kind of a loopy state. A lot of DMT flowing through my brain naturally, which I recommend. And I can tell you that the light beings are very excited about this. So we're going to do this again today, so please stay tuned. Watch the entire video and please participate. Let me again share with you my vision for this. My vision for this channel now is that it continues to be a place for people to come and learn powerful, practical, esoteric spiritual practices, and every spiritual seeker is welcome regardless of their experience or background. I will have specific opinions about different religions and things like that, and hopefully that won't drive you away. The only thing that matters is that you do these practices and that you find your path, and I'm here to help you do that. We're going to have that continue to be the focus of this channel, but the most pressing point that I want to convey is that we are in a shift, massive energetic shift of awareness that's hitting the entire earth. And it is my belief, based on all of my personal experiences as well as my research and the experience of others, that we are headed toward what people have called a solar flash ascension event, which I believe will culminate in a singular event that will be felt and seen worldwide, that will have massive implications on people and on this planet. But what I've come to find out is that this isn't something that's going to happen to us. This is something that we must participate in. Yes, it is true that we are getting hit with higher dimensional solar energy. We are, in fact, in the solar flash event. The solar flash event is a series of solar waves that are hitting the earth. And when I was shown that this was going to happen, I kept asking when. And first I asked how. I said, how is this event going to happen? And that's when a higher dimensional being said to me, it is going to be through a series of solar wave events that will hit the earth. And then I kept asking, well, when is this going to happen? And the higher dimensional beings would say very frustrating things like, it'll happen when you decide. And they kept on saying, it is human beings that must make this happen. So I'm going to be uploading a video pretty soon about my entire vision of the channel and how you can best help the channel, but I'll share a little bit of that as well. So you may have heard me say a while back, I was getting visitations from higher dimensional beings who were saying things that were very strange and frightening and fantastical, and I didn't understand what they were talking about. And the things that they were saying were in fact frightening me, because I felt like they were saying I was going to leave my body and travel through space and be like like Superman flying through the air. And I'm like, I don't understand what any of that means. And I now understand what it means, because they also came later, they said, don't worry, when the time comes, you will know exactly what to do. Meaning that when the shift is really going to start ramping up, that I would know exactly what to do and I would fulfill whatever that whole Superman thing is they were talking about. I now know exactly what they're talking about. What they're talking about is what we're going to do today. We are going to do an interdimensional meditation where I'm going to guide you. All you have to do is simply allow yourself to imagine and intend what I'm going to guide us through. And what we will actually be doing is, at the final stages of this meditation, we will be surrounding the earth. And we in our astral bodies will be surrounding the earth, and infinite numbers of light beings from many different dimensions, including extraterrestrials from other planets, including gods, deities, light beings, energy, consciousness beings will be linked with us, and we will be surrounding Mother Earth, and we will be sending, through our intent, we will be sending energy to Earth with the intention of shifting it up. And what I've come to find out is that we do this, and maybe we have a powerful experience. I have powerful experiences, and I know other people do as well. Some people not so much. It's just a nice calming meditation. Some people it's just like they're going through the motions, they think, and not a whole lot happens. But I'm here to tell you that the reason why those beings came to me, weeks back and were talking to me like I was going to fly through the air and become like Superman is because they live in what we experience as our astral state. So we live in the third dimension, which is a video game. This is the dream. We live inside of a dream, and it feels real to us. When we dream intentionally, which is what meditation is, we actually return to actual reality. So when we are in our astral bodies, we are in the true reality, not in the illusionary, the dream world. So when you're in the dream world and you intend to meditate, your astral body goes back to real reality, but you don't experience it that way. You perhaps experience it that you're just having a nice fantasy. And so from their perspective, what they were saying, since they have the ability to see time differently than we do, what they were saying was that you, meaning me, I'm going to be flying through the air and being like a superhero, channeling energy to Earth and creating the 5D solar flash event. But what they didn't tell me was, you're going to be doing that in meditation, but here's what's really going to be happening. They were just talking from their perspective. So understand that when we do this, when we go through this very simple meditative protocol that I lead you through, where we leave our body and we go outside of three-dimensional Earth, you think you're just having a little fantasy. For the light beings who are in higher dimensions, what literally happens is you appear out of nowhere and you're in their reality. You're this being of light that is there interacting with them. It is not an illusion. It is not a fantasy for them. That is their real reality. So when they're telling me you're going to be flying through the air like Superman, they're not saying that it's my, meditative experience. They're saying, for us, this is really what's happening. And you need to understand how powerful it is. This is the most powerful thing that anybody can do, is to intend their reality from the astral state. So you, if you're here today and you're going to be doing this video, you're going to be doing this meditation on this live guided video, or if you're watching it after it's recorded, that's perfectly fine. That works just as well. It's just as powerful. If you're going to be here doing that, this is what you're going to be accomplishing. You are going to be a powerful spiritual being that is going to manifest seemingly out of nowhere into a higher dimension, and you are going to be doing higher dimensional work. So I wanted you to understand the power of what we're doing and how important it is. And I want to ask your help in showing up to these meditations as often as you would like to, and to do everything you can to help this message go viral. Because the more people that are doing this meditation, the faster the shift will come. And if we've got hundreds or thousands, millions of people doing these meditations every day, the shift will come. Nothing will be able to stop it. So if you'd like to help this channel accomplish that goal, here's the ways that you can support me. Of course, subscribe, like, comment, hit the bell button here on the YouTube channel. And of course, show up and do the live interdimensional meditations as often as possible. Follow and like Path of the Thunder Wizard on Facebook. Go there and hit like and follow me there. I'm uploading viral short videos and sending my YouTube links there. So take whatever links or whatever videos I have and share them. Share them with your friends on other social media platforms as well. So again, the more people that come, the better. I'm going to keep making more and more of these viral videos focusing on getting people, star seeds, light workers, whoever you are, to come and be a part of this. So help me with that. That will be huge. The more people that do that, the faster this channel will grow. Subscribe to the Thunder Wizard Patreon site. Now, a lot of people, I'm going to make a video about that, but I've got a lot of people who are subscribed to the thunderwizard.com website, which is a Patreon site. However, there's something like 80% of them are free subscribers, which means they get nothing. Now, I don't know how they get there. I don't know if they think subscribing as a free Patreon member gets them something. Obviously, there's something about the channel that interests them, but it literally does nothing for them because there's nothing on the Patreon channel for free that isn't already freely available on the YouTube site. And what ends up happening is we've got right now 461 total members. Only 58 are paid at various levels. And if those free members, 403 of them, now 403 free members only getting the benefits that you already get on the YouTube channel. But if those 403 members just subscribed at the $5 level, that would mean this channel would be getting $2,000 a month. Now, I can't live on that, but that would give me something so I didn't have to worry about what I'm worried about now, which is going broke, having to claim bankruptcy, because I spend all my time on this channel giving away free stuff, and I had to stop and realize that I need to eat. So if you're one of those free subscribers, please feel free to go here and subscribe at the thunderwizard.com Patreon site at whatever level you want. But if you don't want to do anything more than that, it would be at least helpful to subscribe at the $5 level. You wouldn't miss that $5. And if all 400 of you that are free on there now were putting $5, I could put so much more time and effort into this and not have to worry about all kinds of other things. So those are ways that you can support this channel. Also, you can go to the shop. I won't take the time to tell you all the cool things on the shop, but go and browse the shop at thunderwizard.com for practices you can purchase there and teachings. And please remember that I need your support to keep this channel going, and I definitely need your active participation, even if you're just coming on here as a free subscriber. Please do what you can to share this, my vision of getting hundreds, thousands, even millions of people doing these live meditations. And remember, from the perspective of the light beings, this isn't a meditation, this is reality. We are really doing this. So if we want 5D to come, we have to make it. That's what we're going to do right now. So go ahead and get yourself in a comfortable position. Feel free to sit in a chair, lie down. If you want to put on this on headphones, cover your eyes. Whatever you need to do to help you meditate in a comfortable fashion. You can just relax. I'm going to guide us through this. I will be the one driving the bus. You can just sit on the bus and enjoy as a passenger. And so let's go ahead and get started. So don't drive a car. Don't do this while driving a car, please. All right. I want to again remind you that your intent is everything, not your experience. You may not have an experience. You may not feel anything. You may not be very visual. It doesn't matter. Maybe you can use your imagination. Maybe it'll feel like all you're doing is just using your imagination. Perfectly fine. What I've come to find out is that the most important thing is your intent. If your intent is to have and do this experience, doesn't matter whether you're fantasizing or whether you're just along for the ride, I guarantee you things are happening. And some of you definitely will have an experience. No two ways about that. If you're finding yourself distracted, bring your attention back to the sound that you're hearing behind me, which is the Huar mantra. That is a sound that was given to me by one of my light being friends who happens to be a mantis being from a higher dimension. And he taught me this, and this is the sound of Mother Earth shifting. The Hu sound is the sound of Earth, and the Ar sound is the sound of solar conscious energy shifting. So this chant means 5D Earth shift. So allow yourself to hear that. Bring, if you need to do anything, you can just focus on that sound and it'll do all the work. All right. Don't make a big deal out of it. Don't be a perfectionist. Let's just have some fun. All right, here we go. Go ahead and get yourself in your comfortable position. Close your eyes. Focus at the third eye point. Inhale very deeply and hold it. And exhale. Inhale once again and hold it. And exhale. Inhale a third time and hold it. And exhale. Now just breathe long and deep. Inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling completely out through the nose. And bring your attention to the blood that is pumping through your body. Feel your nervous system. Allow gravity, which is Mother Earth, hugging you. She loves you so much she won't let you fly off the planet, so she hugs you to her. Feel gravity pulling you deeper into the chair, deeper into the sofa, deeper into the floor, the bed, wherever you are. Just let everything go and allow all of that energy to be pulled down into the embrace of Mother Earth. And go ahead and allow your energy body to begin to vibrate. So you can feel your energy body inside of this physical body. And what we're going to do now is we are going to chant this Huar sound that you're hearing in the background. And this will shift the frequency of the body up, as well as it will begin the process of activating the pineal gland, which is our 3D to 5D transceiver. So go ahead and inhale and chant with me. Inhale. attention back to the sound of my voice. Allow this energy to continue to vibrate through your system. We're now going to focus on our heart center. And I'd like for you to bring to mind the perfect world that you would like to live in. You can think of the entire world you want to create, or you can just simply focus on even something small in your life that would bring you great joy. Or think of the people or the animals in your life that you have a great deal of love for. Focus on something beautiful that gives you joy. And now allow this energy to rotate in your heart center. This is where your soul exists, which is beyond all dimensional limitation. Now you're going to allow this energy to float out of your heart center. You're now floating in the air and you're hovering just above your body. And take a look down at your physical body. Send your body love. Send all of the cells and organs love and gratitude. Thank your body for giving you a beautiful and wonderful vehicle through which your soul can travel through this third dimensional video game. Now we feel an energy beginning to pull us up to the ceiling. So we float all the way up to the ceiling, and then this energy pulls us through the roof, and you're now looking down on the roof of your home, of your building. This energy continues to pull you up. You can see your home beneath you. You pull out further, we see your neighborhood. We can see the city that you live in. You can see the continent and the state with which you live. Pull further, you can now see that the earth is in fact a sphere, and we're coming to the edge of Earth's atmosphere, and we can feel that this is a living aura of the earth. And as we break through Earth's gravitational field and its atmosphere, we are now free of our third dimensional existence. All of those issues and problems, those are down there on 3D Earth. We are free from all space and time. And from here we can see that the earth is in fact alive. And just spend a moment looking at your beautiful mother, this planet Earth, sending her love and letting her know that we are going to help her ascend. We are going to help her break through all of the negativity that has been weighing her down for so very long. And we continue to back further and further away from planet Earth. We can see the sun off in the distance. So look towards the sun and tell the sun how much you love her. She is our mother. And she loves to be told that she's loved. This makes her shine even brighter. She's continuously sending love in all directions, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, billions of years she has been doing this. And it's because she is full of bliss and love that she gives to everything. And now look for the moon. And we are going to ask that the moon empower our meditations, that we are able to experience our meditative mind, experience our intuition, and have emotional and mental balance. Send thanks to the moon, our brother in the sky. And now we are going to invite our guides. If you know who your guide is, you can go ahead and invite them by name. If you don't have a guide yet, all you need to do is send out the mental invitation for your higher dimensional guide to come and work with you. Do this now. All right, so your guide is with you. If you're new to the meditation, it doesn't matter if you saw or felt anything. I guarantee you your higher dimensional guide is with you. Now we are going to broaden the invitation, and we are going to invite all of the light beings in all of the dimensions, no matter what type of conscious being they are. If they have love for planet Earth, whether they be a spirit, whether they be a physical being on another planet, whether they be a deity or a god, as long as they have love for humans and planet Earth, we are going to invite all of them to come, and we are asking them to help us bring the 5-dimensional shift, and we are asking for them to lend us their energy to do this. Go ahead and send out this invitation in your own words. Do this now. And bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. What we're going to do now is we are going to go to a place we've already been. We're going to go to the world of inspiration. So we are going to turn our attention away from planet Earth. We're going to look out into space. And as we do, we are going to see a small blue pinpoint of light off in the distance. We and our guides and all of the other light beings who are with us, we are focused on this place. We begin to float towards this blue pinpoint of light, which begins to move towards us, and this point of light becomes bigger and bigger and bigger until it is completely filling our view of the space in front of us. And we find ourselves going into this beautiful healing blue light. And as we do, we are completely, totally surrounded and engulfed by it. We go through a wormhole, which goes through all kinds of little twists and turns. And then we find ourselves sort of being spit out into this wonderful, what looks like a subterranean world. We're standing on the edge of a beautiful lake, and there is a mountain on the other side of the lake, and at the top of that mountain there is a beautiful blue light, and we can see this light going throughout this subterranean world. This blue light is the light of inspiration. And all beings, when they seek inspiration, come to this place. Even those who are in other dimensional realms like Earth, when somebody feels inspiration, part of them is actually in this world. And for a moment, we are just going to spend some time looking up at this bright, beautiful light on the top of this mountain. And we are going to absorb this inspiration. This is important because all created beings, including Mother Earth, is a quantum liminal being, which means that it responds to the expectation of those that look at it. And inspiration is nothing more than looking at something with a hope or an expectation of something beautiful, something expansive, something evolutionary. Inspiration creates new realities. And we are going to absorb this blue light because we are going to inspire Mother Earth to shift to a higher version of herself. We are also going to send this inspiration to all of the beings on Earth, which includes all of the humans. And when we combine our power of observation and hope with the power of all of the beings of light in the entire multiverse, and we look upon Earth with the expectation that she will shift up, she will have no choice. Human beings on Earth, when they are hit with this energy, will have no choice but to shift, because this is what three-dimensional matter does when you look at it with an expectation. And we are going to be doing more than just expecting. We are going to be giving the hope, the inspiration of higher dimensional existence. So spend a moment with your guides, just breathing in this blue light directly into your third eye, inhaling, filling your body with this blue light, exhaling. Continue breathing like that through your third eye. You can feel the energy grow because all of the infinite numbers of souls and light beings are also filling themselves with the expectation and the hope of the new 5D Earth. This is becoming extremely infectious, and it is very healing and blissful and relaxing. Okay, now we are going to thank this realm for allowing us to come and visit it. We are going to then gather ourselves and our light being friends, and we are going to exit this realm. So we go back out through the twists and turns of the wormhole. We end up being spit back out into our normal three-dimensional space-time. We can look around and we can see Earth off in the distance back where we left her. And we can feel that she knows what is coming. We can feel the expectation of the sun and the moon. In fact, we can feel the expectation of all of the planets. And our meditations have even gotten the attention of more and more beings from other dimensions who have been drawn to our meditations and our vibrations. And as we head towards Earth, there is literally an army of trillions of light beings who are joining us in our work today. So we are now coming up upon Earth, and I'd like for you to spend a moment with your guides and your light being friends. You're going to ask them to do you a favor. And this is what you're going to ask them to do for you. You are going to ask them to look you in the eyes, and when they do, they are going to see you in your true higher dimensional state. And if you allow yourself to see who you are in their eyes, you will shift up to their expectation. The goal is to become as powerful as possible so that our endeavors today will have lasting impact. So go ahead and do this now and ask them to do this favor for you. Now, as you have a feeling or perhaps a picture of this in your mind, I'd like for you to breathe this in. When you breathe in, you are giving yourself permission to become this multi-dimensional being that they see you as. Go ahead and inhale now. And exhale. And mentally repeat this phrase, I am a higher dimensional being. Say this to yourself now. I am God. I will bring the 5D shift to Earth. Bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. Now we are going to fly towards the sun. So all of our guides and all of our light being friends, we are now flying towards Mother Sun, and we stop in front of the sun. We are going to ask the sun if she will connect herself to the galactic center, and if she will channel that higher dimensional energy through her body to us and to Earth. Go ahead and ask her to do this now. And now we're going to inhale and allow this higher dimensional energy to fill our infinite, limitless energy bodies. Do this now. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. One last time, really pull that higher dimensional energy into your energy body. Inhale. Expand, expand, expand. And exhale. And now we move back towards planet Earth. She is very excited and expectant. And we create a ring of light that surrounds the entire Earth. We are linked up with each other and with every other conscious being that has come to be a part of this. And there are infinite numbers of beings. And if we were to look at the Earth from above, we would see rings of light beings going in infinite directions, all focusing their energy on planet Earth. So now what we're going to do is we are going to chant the Huar breath together. All of our light being friends are going to be doing this with us. It means all of the gods in all of the pantheons, all of the extraterrestrial beings, all of the spirit light beings, all of the light workers, and the star seeds from all over all of the galaxies are going to be chanting this with us. And we are going to chant this mantra of evolution and shift together. Ready? Inhale and chant with me. Send this combined energy out through your third eye and your heart center. It goes directly into the center of Mother Earth and expands and explodes in a rainbow of energy of bliss going into all of the infinite corners of the multiverse. Continue chanting. Go ahead and bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. Allow this mantra to continue to resonate in the background. When we look at Mother Earth, we can see that she is trembling with energy. We can see waves of rainbow-like aura energy coming off of her and radiating into all directions infinitely. She is beginning to separate into 3 separate frequencies. And we can choose to live in whichever frequency we want to live in. For those that want to, we can shift to her 5D self, We can choose to live in the new evolved third dimensional earth which is being created. And for those that resist the shift, they can choose to live in a 2D version of earth. And all choices are valid. All choices will result in knowledge and awareness. Of course, the higher versions will be much more blissful, but everybody can choose whichever earth they want. So now bring your attention back to your guides who are with you, and spend a moment with them. And in a moment, you're going to ask them if they have any words of advice or any words of encouragement or any information that they would like to share with you. Go ahead and do this now in your own words. And bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. I want you to repeat back to them anything they may have said. You don't have to understand it or believe it, but by repeating it back, you allow your mind and your body to shift into that. So go ahead and repeat back to them whatever they showed you or whatever you felt. And now, if you've never done this before, I want you to tell all of the light beings that are there with you that you accept their friendship, and that you, if you choose to, you can ask them to come and visit you whenever they would like to be able to help you, whether that be in your dreams or in your thoughts or your meditations, that you invite them to come and empower you whenever it is convenient for them to do so. Go ahead and do this now. And lastly, I would like for you to tell your light being friends this promise, if you choose to. And you are going to promise them that you are going to focus your time and your energy to help Earth shift up to the next level, and you are going to be of service to any and all conscious beings anywhere in the multiverse, to help them in whatever way you can. And in return, of course, they will do the same for you. Go ahead and make them this promise if you choose. And bring yourself back to the sound of my voice. Now what we're going to do is we are going to allow the other light beings who have come from other parts of the universe. They have indicated to me that they are going to stay and continue chanting and sending energy to Mother Earth. our own personal guides. We're going to huddle with them for just a moment. And we are going to ask them to give us the ability to understand and appreciate the higher dimensional energy as it shifts to us. We understand as humans that this energy can be a little bit overwhelming at times, so we are going to ask our guides to strengthen our energy bodies and our nervous systems to be able to handle more and more of this energy. Go ahead and do this now. And bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. All right, let's take one last look at Earth, and we can see that Earth is still surrounded by millions, trillions of light beings, and we can hear them chanting in various tones. It's incredibly beautiful, and this energy that we helped create, we gave them the ability to focus on that frequency, and they are continuing to send that frequency down to Earth. And this is not going to stop until Earth shifts. You did this. You created the interdimensional portal to allow these beings to do this work. You are responsible for this. We're now going to head back to Earth now with our personal guides, and we are going to continue our third dimensional existence. So we allow ourselves to sink back towards Earth's atmosphere, and as we pass through her atmosphere into her gravitational field, we can feel Mother Earth pulsing with life. We can feel her shifting. We can feel all of the energy coming from all sides of Earth from our light being friends. And we can feel the consciousness of all humans beginning to shift. We're moving closer and closer to our own home. We can see the continent that we live on. We can see our state. We can see our city, you can see our neighborhood, and now we are directly over our own home, and we go through the roof, and we stop and we hover above our bodies. Our bodies are vibrating with energy, but our astral self has even more energy. We are now going to send pure love and gratitude to our body, and I want you to envision exactly how you want your body to look and feel. Imagine this in your mind and then send that energy to your physical body. See your physical body changing into that perfect, healthy, youthful, energetic body you've always wanted. And now you can allow yourself to fall back down and merge with your body. Take a deep breath in. Hold and exhale. Take another deep breath in. Hold and exhale. One last time. Inhale very, very deep and hold it. And And exhale. Rub the palms of your hands together. Put your palms over your eyes. Feel the warmth of the eyes. Inhale that warmth through your eyes into your brain and your entire body. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Rub your eyes, your face, your scalp, back of the neck, the front of the neck, your shoulders, arms, chest. Bring yourself back into your body, your legs. All right, so we did it again. I promise you, if you keep doing these meditations, you will change. Your life will change. Your body will change. Everybody's going to have whatever experience they're going to have. Some of you are having very powerful experiences. Some of you are having experiences that are lasting long after the meditation. It's possible you might feel the energy in your body. Some of the things that happen, especially if you're new, is that at some point you might, while doing the meditation, feel a very powerful jolt of energy that you can't really put your fingers on what that is. That could go through your body, lots of times in the heart center. You might have spontaneous healings. Your dreams might change. And if you gave the invitation for these light beings to come and visit you, you've created a portal for them to come into your third dimensional existence. And, they could show up various times. The feeling everybody has is it's a very blissful feeling. Sometimes it's an overwhelming feeling where you feel like you're almost anxious or amped up, and all that is higher dimensional frequency, higher frequency energy. The thing to do is if you're feeling, like anxious and you don't know why, and you can feel like the energy, thing to do is just relax into it, to breathe, and don't give yourself a bad trip. Don't focus on negative things. Because that's your brain trying to trick you back into the third dimension with negativity. Focus on the things that give you joy. Focus on, anything. Focus on earth, just shooting rainbows in all directions. Something like that. That will give you an ability to relax into this energy. And for those of you who are having powerful experiences and you need to talk about them, I am creating a live Zoom class and discussion group, which you can be a part of if you go to thunderwizard.com and subscribe. There's 2 ways to do that. If you're already my apprentice, there's an upgrade that you can take, which will give you access to that. If you're subscribed to the lightning, the 90-day lightning qigong, you can have access to that. So those are the people that I'm asking to be a part of this, because I really want to be with people who are really focused and really committed to this. Having said that, I don't own this mantra. I don't own this meditative technique. Feel free to do this meditation on your own, create your own groups. The more people that are doing this in whatever way, the better. I do believe that this channel is destined to create a large group of people that will come together and do this together. So again, the more that you can do to help bring this to other people, and the more that you can bring people to this channel, the better it will be for me to be able to accomplish my hopes and dreams for not only my channel, but for the planet. All right, so I'm going to stop talking because this is a very loopy thing here. Somebody has an honest feeling. Fim Sample says, honest feeling, I'm very excited about the Zoom meetings. Okay, did you subscribe to that? Because if you did, I'm not aware of it. So go ahead and go to thunderwizard.com and look at the different subscription options. There's 2 of them there. Only those people subscribed will get access to that live Zoom meeting. Here's what's important about that. It's not only going to be a live meeting where I'm there with you answering questions and sharing, on a deeper level, but it gives you an opportunity to communicate and share with others your experiences. Some people are having experiences that are going completely off the chart. And when that's happening, it's really helpful to talk with other people, to tell people what you're experiencing, and to hear other people having similar experiences. Very important, because if what's happening is that we're just starting this. And I went through this all by myself when I was, being shifted up. I went through this all by myself, and I thought I was losing my mind. I thought I was going crazy. Because when you these beings will start to show you the true multiverse. And when you experience that, it's going to be completely different from your 3D reality until you realize your 3D reality is fake. It's not real. It's a bizarro, upside down, backwards world. It's limited. The person you think you are is just a character. And when you've got 2 realities battling for supremacy, especially in your 3D mind, you can really feel like you're going bonkers. So it's really important for those of us doing this that we talk to each other and we support each other. So again, that live Zoom class and discussion group is for people who are subscribed at either the 90-day challenge level or at the apprenticeship level. Apprenticeship means you're working with me directly. And I recommend everybody that can do that as well. Because we need to have, we all need to have a mentoring teacher. I have one, and I'm available to help others who need one. All right, so that's it. I won't drag on. I'll see what else people want to say here. This is my life. The real T says, I could really use this. I check it out. No, I'm glad. Let's see. JS says, when is the next Zoom meeting? They're happening bi-monthly. And again, nobody's signed up yet. So it's not going to happen until we have, at least one person signed up for it. So the next one is it's bi-monthly. So it's like the 1st and 3rd Thursdays. So just subscribe and it'll be here when it gets here. But I'm glad that you're asking. What else? O'Malley 34, Thunder Wizard CE5 group. Yeah, I mean, this is technically CE5 because any human initiated contact with higher dimensional beings is CE5. Most CE5 is when people go outside and they sit in chairs and they look for, they try to invite starships to come, and that is very helpful because for the average person just starting out like I did, they need to be able to see physically something that tells them that this is a physical reality. What's really happening is that every time a higher dimensional being shows up, whether it's an orb or whether it's a ship, the person's aura will shift, and it will start a process of them beginning to advance their awareness. For a lot of people, they still think that, they still think what they're doing is that, they're vectoring in ships to come in because they're physically out there, but that's not what's happening. what's happening is that you're creating a higher dimensional portal, and higher dimensional beings are coming to visit you. And they are doing that in whatever way you can handle in your mind. So for people just starting out, they can't think beyond a physical craft in the sky. They still think in 3D terms, but it opens them up to the beginning of a new reality. For those of us that are doing this interdimensional meditation doesn't stop with that. We go to other dimensions, and we give ourselves and we give these light beings permission to take us to far, far deeper dimensional experiences. And when you do that, it's no longer just CE5. It's no longer just looking for extraterrestrials, because once you get out of the third dimension, and really the beings that we call ETs, they may physically exist in a higher dimension, they may physically come from another planet, they may be other species, but they are spirit beings. And their realm, they're connected. It doesn't, like in the third dimension, everything stops in the physical, and then we just have to kind of imagine what goes beyond it. But when you're out of the third dimension, you're interacting directly with physical beings. You're interacting with higher dimensional spirits. You're interacting with deities. You're interacting with planets. You're interacting with galaxies. You're interacting with forces and consciousnesses, and everybody has access to this. It's not like in the third dimension where you can only access what you can see and feel and touch. So we think that they're kind of like us, but they're just gatekeepers. They're as attached to their physical body as you are attached to the clothes you're wearing. It's not who you are, it's something you wear. So yeah, it's technically CE5, but we are going far deeper than the average CE5 group. And so anyway, I'm not trying to compare myself to them. I'm just bringing my experience, which is far more expansive than your average CE5 group. What else? This, my real life, the real T question. I seen the Watcher, but I can't see them but through photo developed later in my photos. Is this possible, or is it a delusional state I'm in? I don't know what you're talking about, so I don't know when you say you've seen the Watcher. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming you're talking about you've seen some kind of a being that you're calling the Watcher. And I'm getting from what you've said that you've taken photos and you're looking at photos. When I do CE5, lots of times I will set up a camera and I will set up a recorder, and I'll videotape that, and I'll get my walkie-talkie, which, turn it on, and if it starts flipping out, I know that there's a being getting my attention. But once I made contact, the light beings stopped doing that. They stopped trying to give me evidence. They were more interested in me communicating with them. So, that's where I go now. I just go and, we have direct communication now. So I'm not quite sure what you're asking me, if it's possible, but anything's possible. You ask if you're in a delusional state. Well, this is what happens when you start doing this kind of work. Is the first thing that happens is your third dimensional brain is going to try and gaslight you. And it's going to tell you that you imagined it. And then it'll tell you, no, that was something else that you saw that, you thought was more than what it was. And then when things start to get really intense, your brain will just tell you that you're crazy, that you're making it up, that you're delusional, that you've got a mental issue. And again, that's your third dimensional mind trying to keep you in the third dimension, because if you allow these experiences to become true, you're no longer a third dimensional being. You're now a hybrid. You're now a higher dimensional being in the third dimension. And so your mind isn't trained to handle that. Your brain is designed to keep you here, because we chose to come into a third dimensional video game, but this video game is going to get erased. So you are asking yourself to do something that goes against your very nature. And again, that's why we're having the Zoom meetings, so that people can realize they're not going crazy. Because, you know, the thing about crazy people is that they're not struggling with their delusions. Delusional people don't struggle with their delusions. They want to convince you of their delusions. And people who are sane, when they experience something that's outside of their understanding, they struggle with it and they think they're crazy. So, you know, that's, if you have that experience, like you think you're delusional, I don't know. I don't know enough to know, but more than likely if you're doing this work, you're not. So just keep doing the work and allow yourself to believe it. And again, the 3 rules are, if you're going in the right direction, these 3 things will happen. You will be healthier, happier, and more prosperous. If 2 out of those 3 things are happening, you're going in the right direction. People who are deluded, they are not happy. They're usually very paranoid and unhappy. They are not healthy. They give themselves all kinds of problems and they do all kinds of stupid things to make them sabotage their health. And they usually destroy themselves in terms of their money and possessions. So if you're wondering if you're losing your mind, ask yourself, am I healthier, happier, more prosperous? I can tell you when I do these meditations, my body shifts. I mean, I'm getting younger and younger in terms of my ability to do things. I mean, I still look my age, but I'm able to do things that, you know, I couldn't do, you know, just 5 years ago. So my body's getting younger and healthier, and I'm emotionally, every time I do this, there's an emotional healing. So we're done with this meditation for today. Do me a favor, go and take care of yourself. Go and relax. If you're by the ocean, go walk in the ocean. If you need to, it's a good idea to take a bath in salts. That'll be helpful for you. Just don't do anything too stressful. Don't go back into doing something, you know, crazy. Give yourself at least an hour or so. And if you have really weird dreams or crazy stuff, write them down, because these beings may want to give you some messages. And they may seem just kind of weird, but write them down and come back to them. If you write them down and come back to them the next day, you're going to go, oh, wow, I don't remember writing that. A lot of crazy stuff can happen when you do this. Okay, so thank you to everybody. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Of course, subscribe to the thunderwizard.com site and go check out the shop. We got a lot of cool stuff in the shop, and I'll be uploading videos taking you through a tour of all the things in the shop. But for now, we'll just leave it here. My friends, please realize that you are the most important person that has ever lived. Realize that the universe cannot function without you. The universe would not exist if you didn't exist. Realize that your experience, your feelings, are the most important feelings and experiences in the whole universe. And that the universe is depending on you to bring yourself the greatest joy you can possibly have. The most spiritual thing that any person can do is to make sure that they do and live whatever gives them the greatest blissful joy they can imagine. That is your job. And when you do that, all beings in the universe evolve. The gods themselves will bow down and thank you for bringing your life the greatest happiness you can find. So if you don't shift up out of this third dimension, and if you don't get beamed up to the Starship Enterprise, or if the Flash don't come and take you away from this third dimensional reality, and if that doesn't happen to me, then I will see you all very soon. Please take extremely good care of yourselves. Know that I love you, and I'm meditating for all of you and thinking of all of you every chance I get. Thank you so much. I'll see you all very soon.